The custom motorcycle movement was born after World War II. With soldiers returning from the war, they wanted to slim down the bulky service bikes into adrenaline-fueled rockets for the road.
Me and one of my buddies, we were talking one day, and we had this customer, and we were both the same age, and he was like, dude, that guy, and we called him Dr. Bob. He's like, that guy wants to be us. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, we're young, we're good looking, we build motorcycles. Like, this dude wishes he was us. I'm like, I wish I had Dr. Bob's money.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, but he really wishes he was us.
James Hughart is a master bike builder and co-owner of Shade Tree Customs and Cafe. His love affair with the bike world started at a very young age.
I was 4 years old. And I was sitting at a gas station with my mom and my father. We were in this car. And there's this long-haired guy covered in tattoos. And he walks out and he jumps on this bike and he kick-starts it. It doesn't fire. And I was like, I remember telling my mom, I was like, I don't ever want to be that guy. That guy's scary. And my dad's like, oh God, that's Jeb. And he jumps out the car and he starts talking to the guy.
Yeah.
And it completely, with the fear and the scariness of this dude changed. He walked over and, hey, Sherry, how's it going? And rubbed my head, and I was just like, that guy's cool.
What was cool about him?
He was, in a world of conformity, he was a truly free person.
James tried his hand at a, quote, normal life, working in the telecommunications industry and other white-collar careers, before following his heart into the mechanics shop.
I never felt that I fit into the world, even when I did telecom. You know, I had short hair, clean shaven, a lot of tattoos, but I'd have to wear long sleeve shirts just to go shake hands.
Sure.
So they didn't see my tattoos. Because as soon as they saw my tattoos, I was either a junkie or a criminal. And in the telecom industry, and when you're dealing with multi-billion-dollar corporations, you cannot look like that, you know?
The craft of bike building was something James did for fun, borrowing from skills he developed as a teen.
Everyone in my family at some point has been a mechanic. By the time I was 11 or 12, I started working with my Uncle Rudy, who was a engineer for LOF Glass. And he had his own hot rod shop back in the day, and he had, you know, got married and went to school and settled down and all that. And we started restoring cars. And not, when I say restoring cars, I don't mean like old cars. We would take wrecked vehicles. The first one we did was like an 84, I think it was 84, 85 Honda station wagon. He had bought two of them. One would smash in the front, one would smash in the rear. So we cut them in half, put them together, painted it, and sold it.
James realized his skills were marketable, something that led to his eventual calling as a custom bike builder. But his tools of choice, and even the way he talks about bike building, might surprise you.
When they think of a biker, they think of the typical biker. They're not thinking mathematics. They're not thinking, you know, this crazy mathematics. But that really, I mean, that's at the core of what you do.
Well, it's anything, okay, the definition of mechanics is the study of simple machines put together to make a complex machine. It is a lot more intricate than people understand. Mm-hmm. You can go buy a part and put a part on. And a lot of people have the misconception that a real mechanic is someone that assembles parts. That is not what we do. That's what I call a parts changer.
A custom bike can run upwards of $30,000. And as Jim says, some bikes are priceless for more than one reason.
No way could you ever sell this bike to anyone. I had a guy come in, he offered me 10 grand for it. And I asked him, I said, how many race bikes have you ever rode with a rigid frame? And he said, none. And I said, I can't take your money, man. You're gonna die on this bike, and your family's gonna sue me, and I can't get rid of it.
And aside from the dangers on the road, the lifestyle itself provides plenty of hazards.
There are a lot of people that get caught up in the lifestyle, and then it's like, oh, come have a beer. Oh, come, you know, like one of the things I joke about is like the days of, hey man, I got a bag of speed and $100, can you fix my bike? That's way behind me, man. That's when I was 20, you know? But yeah, there's a lot of demons in this industry, man, of just people in general. And I don't know why. I think it's just a lifestyle. you get to a point in your life where you have to put your ego away and realize that if you want to live your dream, you have to blow everything else out of the focus and focus on your dream and move forward.
It's a lifestyle that many may hold misconceptions about for years to come. But for Jim, it's one that fits him like a well-worn shop.